Hey guys, this is Brian the Rowlet, and I'm going to do some starter coverage for you guys. So, we got our three starters, Rowlet, Litten, and Popplio. I'm pretty sure all you guys know that. And most of you guys probably know about how their types were supposedly leaked. So, what we're going to do here is I'm going to talk about possible ways they could go about evolving and what I've actually found a slight connection between them all, although it could be untrue. We do not know until it is confirmed completely, but it's fun to think about this kind of stuff. So, let's start. So, first, we got the quiet little Rowlet right here, and we got to wait for this to load. So, he's our little owl, even though he's classified as the grass quill Pokemon. And he is actually, from what I can tell, based on the Pueo, which is an owl found on Hawaii. And let me show you a quick picture of the guy. Look at those eyes. They match Rowlet's perfectly, except the coloring's reversed, I guess. But this is what Rowlet is based off of. It's an owl that you find on the ground in Hawaii, specifically on Oahu, which connects to my previous thing. But they are slowly becoming an endangered species. So that could explain why he's the rare starter Pokemon instead of just some random Pokemon that you find in the wild. And as well, I also believe that all of the starter Pokemon are based on circus creatures. Popplio is the easiest to explain, but I'll start with Rowlet. The only basis we have so far on that Rowlet is one is the fact that it has the bow tie that all of you can see right here, the cute little bow tie. And that could mean that it's like an announcer or something to that sense in a circus, which would be awesome. So now let's go to Popplio. My friend Daniel the Torchic will help me out on this, seeing as this is his favorite.
That's right. Anyway, as it's been previously mentioned, Poplio is very performer
And by the
like.
way, I just want to specify this is a sea lion, not a seal. And Popplio is probably based around the sea lions found in Honolulu, which is also found on Oahu, and they are performing sea lions that bounce balls and all that kind of stuff. So, what were you saying, Daniel?
As I was saying, it is a very performer-ific type Pokemon. What it does is, as you can read down here, it's better at moving in the water than on the land. Still, when it's on land, it takes advantage of the elasticity of its balloons to perform acrobatic stunts and jumps. That sounds very much like it is a performer type. It could allude to the Hawaiian performer sea lions that they have.
And I actually forgot to mention this, but the type that was leaked for Popplio was fighting, which has a lot to do with being very athletic, and in his case, he could be acrobatic. No, and because he is very circus-like, looking like a clown almost, I do love his design, but he does look slightly like a clown. I believe that he will become one of the acrobatic clowns that bounce on balls, as seen. Most of you have probably seen something similar to this, but they are a clown that bounces on a ball in the middle of a circus ring, pretty much providing entertainment like everything in the circus. Oh yeah, and I forgot to mention the Pueu that Rowlet is based off of is a land owl that builds its nest on the ground, and because the ground typing was listed weirdly, it could either apply to Rowlet changing its typing and becoming a ground type, which would make sense for this type of owl. But I would prefer it to keep its flying type, because if Rowlet got the ground typing, he would have an advantage over all of the starters. Because at that point, Litten would have to keep its pure fire type. And I guess that brings us to Litten, which appears to be based off of the feral cats found on Oahu as well. And I actually see Litten evolving to a giant performing tiger that would jump through hoops. I would like to see something where it almost has the hoop attached to its body somewhere or something like that. Maybe the tail or in the front legs or something like that.
Wasn't there a picture something like that though?
I believe there was a picture of something like that with Litten evolution. Let's see. Images. Yeah, this is about perfect what I imagine Litten evolving into. I'd like to see it get the ground typing, so maybe become a bit bulkier towards the sides of the area and make it look more like ground is attached to its typing.
And this also does fit in as the lions jump through hoops, and it could also be
Tiger's butt.
it could also be an allusion to the fire breathers due to its fire typing.
Actually, yes, because of the fire breathers and because of the fact that it stores hairballs to shoot the fire, that is also another great connection to Litten. And now, one last thing actually has nothing to do with the starters, but I thought I should bring it up for the sake of one of my few subscribers at the moment, Nick Door, something like that. It is name I'm not sure how to pronounce. If you can tell me, I would really appreciate it. But he wanted me to talk about this guy. This guy. Because this guy actually picks the starter that is weak to yours. And so, what I actually want to say about him, it is likely that he is more of a Shauna based character where they will battle you for your first battle like Shauna did, and then they will have a more minor part throughout the story. And then your rival will likely be the female protagonist or the male protagonist, depending upon which you pick. And so Mr. Smiley here is probably a lot like Shauna, although I do like his character design. He is one of my favorite rivals-ish characters
that we've seen so far.
Although I would still like to see a rival that puts you down like Silver or Blue. And so this is our Pokemon starter and rival theory video. And I would really appreciate it if you guys liked, subscribed, and shared this video with anyone that you possibly can that you would think that would like this. Of course, don't give it to some random person who hates Pokemon or anything like that. Gotta give it to people who would actually like these kind of videos. And so, thank you for any support that you will provide or have provided before. And I'll see all next time. This is Brian the Rowlet and Daniel the Torchic signing off.
See ya.